Hi Taurus, time for your September check-in. I'm going to check in and see what's going on in the world of all you Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the energies that are going on at this time. So, what's going on for all of our Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? We're in mid-September, moving into a new moon. I believe the new moon is in Virgo. I'm not sure. We are moving into a new moon. So let's see what's going on with our Taurus out there. One more shuffle. All right, you ready? Here we go. So take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in the story. Sometimes energies are reversed, right? And if you like the reading, thumbs up for me. Like, share, comment. All right, let's see. What is going on? So you start out here with the Three of Swords reversed. So there was a situation where there was an awful lot of heartache and somebody walked away. All right, so here's your story. And it's like somebody loves something more. If we're dealing with a Gemini, you should read Gemini. You should listen to Gemini, the same kind of thing. Somebody here wanted to hang on to something and the other person walked away because you clearly love something more than them. So off they go. Right? So now you're dealing with the aftermath. So there were a lot of wounds. I feel like there's open wounds still. You tried to make things work. Maybe it was a cycle that the two of you were involved in. But I feel like, you know, now you're focusing more on what you need to do to kind of pick up the pieces of this tower that fell down. Because there might be a part of you that felt like you were doing the work. But you weren't. Because clearly, if you were, they would still be here, right? So we have the King of Pentacles with this Fool card. So, you know, you're not doing anything about it. You're just going to move on. I just get the sense that, well, you know, it is what it is. I'm just going to move on. I'm going to pretend everything is better than it is. But look, you come out here as the Emperor reversed. I'm wondering whether you're involved with an Aries or you are a Taurus Aries cusper, or you have a lot of Aries in your chart. But I feel like you still are justifying all the reasons why, you know, it was fine for them to walk away. Like, it's almost like, I feel like you're wanting to turn around and blame it all on them. The whole reason why it didn't work is all their fault. Okay. But that's not what I see here. What I see is that somebody loves something more than the person themselves. And then you didn't do anything, so you just move on. It's like, I'm just going to move on, not do anything about it. But I feel like it's like you want to hang on to hope, like, well, maybe, you know, they'll come back. Maybe we can start over again. You know, but I think they see that, you know, you're never going to grow up. Down comes the Tower. It's like, I think now you have to really deal with the consequences of what went down between you and your person. Because I feel like one person left because they were frustrated, they were upset, they were angry, they were tired of waiting, you know, and you just kept going on your way, pretending everything was okay. So eventually somebody cut somebody out. So what I'm feeling from you is that you want a reconciliation with someone. You're not willing to call it done just yet. That's what I'm feeling. So we have the Four of Swords reversed, the Two of Swords, and we have the Sun card. So, interestingly enough, I feel that you're really confused because you're not seeing things the way they're seeing things, okay? You have your perspective, they have their perspective. And you're not willing to let this rest because, doggone it, we were happy together. Don't you remember all the happy times? I just don't see, you know, you making a good decision here. You know, because you're blind to the truth of how much you hurt this person. And it's like, you know, one person wanted to be happy, and the other person, you know, was being happy in their own world. But you weren't being happy together. And I think even the kids felt it if you had kids. You want a reconciliation. I don't see a reconciliation. Because I think you can't believe that this time they really walked. And I think that's what you can't believe it. It's like you keep waiting for them to come back, but you know they're not coming back. This game, I think, is over. I think this game is over. Because this person has another opening. Your person has moved on. You know, because they were tired of the games. They were tired of the immaturity. They were tired of, you know, there was, I think somebody had a lot of secrets. They weren't really opening up, you know, something of that nature. And I think your person might have been a fire sign. I think they saw an opening. I think they really wanted this with you. I do. But they're moving in another direction now because they walked away from you. So you want it to work again. You want to make, you know, this, to them it's a game. They're not playing this game anymore. You know, they walked away, they're gone. And if this is you, you walked away, you're done, you're moving on. No second chances here. You want a second chance. That was reversed. That flipped right over. You know, but if you do, look, you're just digging your own grave. You know, so I feel like you are better off breaking from the past and just being free. Be who you are. You know, if it's done and it's over, there's no point in going back, you know, to something that now has probably freed you. There's no going back. To go back is only just going to cause more suffering. You know, it's like you've got to push through this. And I see that you're ready to do this, but I don't know. I just think, you know, whatever it was that you decided you weren't going to give up for your person, you know, now these are the consequences. So you've got to feel the fact that this time they're really gone. It's like you don't want to believe it. You really don't want to believe it. You'd rather fight with them, you know, and argue with them than really them walk away. So I don't know what it was you were hanging on to, but it was more important than them. So take what works, leave what doesn't, huh? All right, so let's get some advice. All right. That card wanted to come out. Yeah, it's like you've just got to move on. You can't hang on to these thoughts of like, oh my gosh, well maybe we could pull it together. You want to reconcile. They're not coming back. I don't think there's no coming back. You know, it's time to move on. You just feel like it's just not fair. Because I think you've waited for them. You were ready for them to pick up the phone, contact you, have some kind of, you know, communication. And when it didn't happen, you know, because you didn't make any moves either. Did you pick up the phone? Did you try to contact them? I mean, it works both ways. So, Queen of Cups reverse. So emotionally, I feel like you're really shut down because you're hoping maybe one last time you'll give me a second chance. So I think you got to get really, you know, get real clear with your emotions. Because I think your person did. And you want a second chance with somebody who doesn't want a second chance with you. Or maybe it's a third chance. Maybe it's a fourth chance. Who knows? You know, but I just see like they don't want anything to do with you. Sorry. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's time for everybody to put an end to all of this. Like, It's over. Like, there's a whole new beginning for you now. Take it, okay? Because to stay in your pity pot over this breakup, and try to, like, you know, get them back or fight with them, or to keep, you know, just to have some kind of connection with them, I think this time the cord is cut. Really, I think this time the cord is cut. All right, Taurus, that's what I've got for you. So that's your check-in. That was pretty intense. I'm glad I'm checking in with you guys. All right, thumbs up if you like this reading. I'll see you at the next one. Until then, bye now.